Hey and welcome to Neverwinter with Aragon. So I realize I'm a little bit late on this one, but I had other things to prioritize, and better late than never. But yes, the green companion we got from the Feast of Lanterns is currently bugged. It is supposed to be an augment companion giving you power, crit strike and outgoing healing, but unfortunately they made a mess up and it's not flagged as an augment properly. You can check this out with our stats. We've got power and crit strike at green. This is using right now the polar bear cub. Not optimal. In an endgame healer build, you should very readily be able to use an active companion that's going to support the team, like Jade with the 3% multiplicative damage, Portobello with those extra percentage stats, along with like Tutor. There's a few others as well. But nonetheless, having an augment companion to boost those ratings can help newer players who are struggling to get those, particularly when you don't have mythic enchantments and you don't have mythic insignias. You won't get as much ratings. You can see I've put them all here in combat advantage and accuracy because otherwise we'd be way over the ceiling and too much. So let's show you what I mean. We equip the new companion, we summon it here, and let's get it upgraded to mythic to compare exactly with, say, what the polar bear cub is giving, because the polar bear cub gives power and crit strike just like this little juvenile Jade Dragonnel, and so we should end up with the exact same amount of stats, you would think. And well, we end up missing a lot. The amount we miss is actually exactly equivalent to the mythic companion enchantment. Thank you all to those of you who pointed this out to me and brought it to my attention. Hopefully they'll get that fixed. Again, you can see we're missing exactly the amount of stats that we should be getting through this companion enchantment. We again go compare with the polar bear cub. We have a maxed out power, maxed out crit strike, and outgoing healing is 83%. That shouldn't change with the polar bear cub because we don't get a boost in it. We will get it maxed out though with these boots in a party. And so we summon the Dragonnel. You can see we end up with exactly that much missing with a slight gain to outgoing healing. Where is that coming from? Well, the companion itself is working, but just not with the enchantment. And an augment companion will give you 2,250 ratings of these three stats, which add just here. So again, what this means is don't use the companion. It is bugged right now, not very effective. The only time I would use it is if you have maybe a green companion enchantment, which is not going to give you much benefit anyway. It will still give you a little bit boost to these stats, which will help your healing a little bit if you're a really new player. So if you did jump and do the festival and got the companion for yourself and have it equipped, it is still useful if you aren't endgame, if you don't have a mythic companion enchantment. Hopefully bringing attention to this will get it fixed sooner than late. Again, for all we know, it could be fixed internally and coming with the next update. But this is checking right here on the preview server, and so they haven't gone and pushed a fix for that just yet. And usually they bring a build to the preview server the week prior, which will come in the next week or two to live. And so there's always that bit of time in advance, but you never know. I'll keep you guys updated. The companion is still best in slot for healers in terms of an augment, at least when it gets fixed. Just because, again, it's giving all its stats to your healing stats. Power, crit strike, and outgoing healing. The only thing it misses is crit severity and forte, but augments only give 3 stats, not 5, so that's it. That's the balance. You can see my companion document here with all of them. There's a link in the video description below. And you can see the other somewhat favorable ones with the polar bear cub coming in third there now, as they did introduce the proud pink Yeti as well, which is actually pretty good for healers with the forte. Not as useful as, let's say, outgoing healing if you still need that stat. And if you're confused, yeah, the golden bullet pop will just give only outgoing healing, but it's like nearly 30,000 with the enchantment, and so you can't really fit any of that on a proper build. However, perhaps they will change augments to be better. Perhaps they'll change the enhancement to give percentage stats. I dream of this. Maybe one day they'll do that. That will make it even more viable to run. But still, as an endgame player, you do want to strive, at least in the meta right now, to get a companion that's supporting the team in terms of damage and damage effectiveness, so that they can get through the content faster, or even extra protection, giving them some more defense. With that said, a special thank you to all of these channel members for their added support, and we'll see you guys around. Goodbye for now.